Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Saints are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Browns, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets in the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Eight yards to go here on second down. Time running out here on the play clock. They run it again with Kamara. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Play action now. Cousins going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree, as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go.
Off the bootleg. Knight. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. From the gun, Knight. Underneath for Johnson. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Coming left is Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he's got room. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right around the 26. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A first down carry now for Crowell. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Off the bootleg. Knight. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A swing pass caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Lee, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. A first update now from Cincinnati. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Over the middle here to Brown. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 15-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Here we go now. Leopard. Over. Let's go. Green, 39.
On 1st and 10. Knight. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out on... And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play there for the Saints. 52 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch, and it came on a crossing route. I can just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing, Cousins. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C., and it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
Off the bootleg. Knight. They'll roll him out right. And some space here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On the counter, it's Corral. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now.
Off play action. Knight. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Let's go. 319.
Operating from the gun. Knight. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. On fourth down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's Thomas. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Saints on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Cousins. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Knight. Right side caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun. Knight. He finds Coleman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down. Knight. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Gets around him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Following the interception, Cousins. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Fresh set of downs here. Cousins now. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
On second down, Cousins again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The Saints on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins again. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Browns getting set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And some strong running. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 5-yard line. To throw, Cousins. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looking to throw. Knight. It's caught by Jackson. Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and it'll bring up third down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things at that level.
Here we go.
From the gun on third down. Knight, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw. Knight. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Off to Crowell. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Knight. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Knight. He's got the hook up to Lee. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Over. Here we go. 3, Leopard. Set. Boom.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Cousins on first down. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Cousins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Three yards to go on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It's caught by Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down for the Browns, 15 yards. On 1st down, Knight.
The team that lost it to get it back, because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing, slant.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
No gain on the play there, second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now Cousins. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. Leopard. Leopard. Go.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Cousins now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And Gibbs got it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.